Welcome back, guys. I figured I'd go ahead and make y'all one more little short corn picking video. I've got 48 point rows, short rows, whatever left up there to pick. So we're gonna hook old wagon up and go up there and see what happens. It's like 6:30 in the morning. You can still see all the dew / frost is on. I'm gonna go, I hate to do it, but I'm gonna go try to pick that stuff wet. And maybe I can just pick it, because it's been giving me the awfulest fits ever was. So we're gonna go try it. And since it was down in the 30s last night, and it's currently 42 degrees, I'm gonna go ahead and stop by the old barn and crank the tractor. Let it be warming up while I'm just gonna run this wagon up the picker, and I've got to air the picker tire up. It's leaking around the wheel. So anyway. I'm gonna back this thing out of the barn. I don't like letting these tractors sit in these old closed-in barns like this and run. My dad always said he had a friend that had a 1066 that would barely fit in the barn, and they had it parked in a muffler right under a rafter or a floor joist to the loft, whatever it was. Let it sit in there and run for like a half hour and come back and said it had caught that rafter afar. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know. They just always told that. So, but either way, we'll go air our tire up, come back and get the old tractor and get it going. I'll tell you what, these old tires and stuff like this is awful aggravating when you got to mess with them every morning. But I bought this old picker for a parts picker anyway. That's why it ain't got no jack, these crappy tires on it. And when we brought it in, my brother decided just to hook to it and try picking with it. Just like everything else always goes, it turned out to be a better picker than the one we're using. But the old elevator and some other stuff on it's just plumb wore out and junk. So I believe I'm going to set in and just swap an elevator and a few other things off another picker. Just try to take two and make one real good one. Got it all hooked up. We'll go up here and see what happens. I just really hope this whole stuff will pick, because it's been a real pain so far. Just the picker stopping up, the top breaking out of it, piling up in it, just everything you can imagine. So I'm hoping this big dew will fix it. We're fixing to find out. things went to crap pretty quick. right back to this constant every 10 feet. And it's just dragging it up by the roots in place of breaking the tops out of it. But it's still dry. I don't know what a fella's supposed to do. Well, we got her cleaned out here. I'm gonna show y'all. See, somebody's welded on these rollers, but they welded little beads. And anytime I ever welded one up, I just took a rod and just dragged it up and down and just left little like BBs on it. And I'm wondering if that would help if I took it to the shop and just drug down these places, roughed them up in place of these old beads. We got half of it, 24 of the 48 rows picked, and it's been just every kind of a problem it can imagine. And so I'm quitting. I've got a friend of mine that helps me a lot. His bean heads tore up, so I'm gonna go help him piece it back together. Then I'm gonna come back and just fight that till I get done this afternoon, I reckon. Just like every other video, it seems like it's supposed to come a flood tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow mid-morning, something, rain a whole bunch again. So I'd really like to get that done. So I'm gonna go help him get going and come back and see what we can do in the last 24 rows of corn. All right, guys, we're back the next morning here. It took us to after dark last night to get his combine pieced back together, but we got it done. He still likes like 130 acres of beans, so I figured we better get him going in place of me and my little 24 rows of corn. So I got another empty wagon here. We're gonna head up there and see what happens. There ain't no dew this morning, so which that dew didn't help any yesterday morning. It was still just being every kind of a problem it could be, but we're just gonna go up there and fight it till we get done. That's all I know to say. got that corn finished up earlier, barely. It set in and come a flood right when I got to the end of the field, but we we got it all in the wagon and the wagon in the barn. It was a little wet on top, but it'll just have to be all right. And then it quit for a little while, and I got a load of shell corn bagged up here for the deer hunters. But either way, that's got all the crops in for this year. So I guess I don't know. Darn, why do I do this? But anyway, that's got all the crops in for this year. And I just wanted to thank y'all for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.